Hi everyone. Today's video is about automating the process of transferring files from your Sharepoint location to your local or network folder. So this automation process involves using Power Automate and VBA for Outlook. I mean your Outlook email with the VBA script. And there's a caveat for this process is that it is semi-auto. Is because for the VBA script to be executed in an Outlook desktop application, the Outlook desktop application has to be opened by the user for the script to run. So this process is semi-auto because of that. But alternatively, you can make it fully automated by implement this process in a virtual machine where it is near 24/7 on. So in this way, the process will be fully automated. So without further ado, I shall go through the steps of this automation, and you all can visit my blog for the detailed explanation of this process and the blog link. The post link I'll be included in the comment section below of this video. So without further ado, I shall start the process. So basically, we have 4 settings that you need to perform before you do this automation. And first is to launch the Outlook application automatically when the user sign on to the computer. And this is an optional process because in a lot of organizations, the user normally will sign in manually to the computer and the Outlook will be opened manually by them also. But for this process, you can choose to automatically open the application when the user log in. So how do we do that is we add the Outlook shortcut in the startup folder, as you can see here in my screen. So the Outlook shortcut can be found, for me, the path is in this path here. Program data, Microsoft Windows startup programs. So this is the Outlook shortcut that you need to right click and copy and paste it into this startup folder here. So when your Outlook shortcut is inside this startup folder, so when your computer start up and you log in, it will automatically pop up the Outlook application. And you can also choose to pop out the Outlook application in a minimized mode if you choose to, and you can right click on the shortcut of the Outlook, this one, which you have paste inside here, this startup, right click and you can choose minimize window when it start up the application. And I have also created a video for this, and I also include this video, this automation of the Outlook startup. I will include the video in the link below, so you all can check it out. So after we have set this optional step, the next step is to enable macros for your Outlook. So how do we enable macros? We have to go to the Outlook. So here you can see Outlook. So under File option, then you go to Trust Center here. So in the Trust Center, you click the Trust Center setting, and you under macro, you must click Enable all macro and apply macros. After which you click OK, and the macro will be allowed to run in your Outlook environment. So after we have enabled this Outlook, this macro in Outlook, we must set the registry to enable some things, and that is to run a script in Outlook. So by default, Outlook will not have, when you set the automation later, under the rules of the Outlook, you set the automation for rules, you will not have the run a script selection because that is deactivated by default by Microsoft. So to activate it, you have to go to your registry. Here, you type in your search bar here, registry, and you'll come out here. You will navigate to this Outlook security folder. But for me, I'm using Office 16.0. You might be using another different version. So you have to check out this version and get to the correct path. After you get to the correct path, you right click on it, you create new dword file. Here, for this case, I already create here. You create this dword file and you name it enable unsafe client mail rules. So this will enable the VBA run a script selection in the rules automation of the Outlook in Outlook. So when you create this D word file, you right click on it, you click modify, and you change it the value here to be 1. And you click OK. So by adding this in the registry, you will later you will have the icon pop up, run a script icon pop up in your Outlook rules selection. So you have to be careful with this registry folder. You don't add any or change any other thing, but just create this thing. And you don't touch the rest because it will affect your Outlook application if anything goes wrong. So after we have set this registry, we must add the developer tab in the Outlook ribbon. So here you can see, here we go to File, Option, Customize Ribbon, and here you must add this developer tab here. Must tick here and you set OK. Then the developer tab will be appear on your Outlook. As you can see here, as a developer tab. So this developer tab is enable you to go to this Visual Basic, which I'll explain later, to put the script there. So after you have enabled the developer tab in the option menu, now we can start to, we have completed all the settings that we need and we can start to build automation. So first we need to create the Power Automate process, which is a very simple process. Here you can see. So I create a Power Automate that is triggered by time. Here I set at 5 p.m. for my automation. So from here, you must get this, you must use this two connector, get file metadata using path and get file content using path. And this is the SharePoint connector. Afterwards, you navigate to your SharePoint folder or your OneDrive folder where you want to transfer the files. You have to make sure that you have the permission to the SharePoint or the OneDrive. So you select the file that you want. For this case, is a XLSM file that I want to transfer. So this is the path and this is the content. So I also create, I want to attach two files. So the other file is here. It's the same method. It's also an Excel file that I want to attach. Then after that, you use a V2 Outlook connector, send an email. You send to the address to your own address. And this subject, you have to take note of this subject because the VBA script will be triggered by this subject when the email arrives in your inbox. So transfer file from SharePoint. So you attach the file here. Then you save this and you test it. After that, you can set a recurrence or you can use a manual trigger. So for me, I set a 5 o'clock recurrence. After you have create your Power Automate, you need to add the VBA code into your Outlook editor. So here, you can type in your Outlook, you can choose the developer tab, Visual Basic, then or you can key alternate F11, you will be in the editor space right here. Then you paste this VBA code into this space here, the editor. You create a module, insert, then you create insert module, then you have a module 1 here, then you paste it here. So basically this script will be included in my blog, which is in the link of this video below. Then you can copy the script and you can paste it here, but you must change the file to your own, right here, whatever file is, and you must change the email address that you want to send to. So basically this script, what it do is it will attach the attachment from that you send. So you will use later we will use the Outlook rule to catch the subject, which just now I've mentioned that the subject is important because it will based on the subject, then it will copy this Outlook attachment from your SharePoint which you have attached in this Outlook, and it will copy into your local or network folder here. So this step is completed. This additional step is to send a success email to whatever user that you want it to send to or to yourself. This step can be optional, you can remove it. So once this step is completed, means the automation is complete. So after we have pasted the VBA code into the Outlook, we set the Outlook trigger, the rules. Here you can see that you go to Outlook and under rules and alert on top, you apply, you manage rule and alert, then you choose apply this rule after the message arrives selection. So you choose the one that is detecting the word in the subject or the body. So you click here and you input just now the subject header into here, and after that you select run a script, and you choose the script that is in this VBA code here. So when you put this script correctly, this selection will appear. So after which you click OK, apply and OK, then the automation is complete. So for a detailed description of this project, you must check my link below for my blog, and it will show you the more detailed explanation. So thank you guys for watching this video, and I hope you enjoy this automation process where you use Power Automate VBA for Outlook to transfer file from your SharePoint or OneDrive to your local or network folder. So guys, thank you for watching. I'll see you all again.